My parents, this was not their dream. My parents always said, do your best and God will do the rest. Forget about the fact that I've spoken to 5 governments. Forget that. Forget the fact that I have 100 million YouTube hits. Forget that. Forget that I ever became a speaker. Forget that. Nick Vujicic was Nick Vujicic before he was a speaker. And let's say that Nick Vujicic meets that little boy with no arms and no legs. And guess what I did? I heard that he was getting teased at school. So I went to the school and talked to the school and motivated the school. And now Daniel has hope. Now Daniel, when he feels like giving up, I am his miracle. If I can be a miracle just for one person, it is all worth it. If I can just be that miracle, it's all worth it. If I can just speak here to you, and one of you say, you know what, if Nick can do it, then I can do it. It's all worth it to me. And I don't care what job you're going to get. Do your best. Be passionate and be a perfectionist in everything you do, because that will tell me that you enjoy what you do. And that's where a beautiful chemistry comes in, where you can dream big, where you can never give up, because it's all worth it. My passion was people. When I failed 52 times, I remember that girl who hugged me and cried on my shoulder, and I'm like, if I could just tell one more teenager that they're beautiful, it's all worth it. So dream big and never give up. And no matter what happens, you gotta get this. You gotta get this. You gotta get this. You are not defined by how much money you ever have, or what you necessarily did. At my funeral, 5% of my funeral will be about Nick Vujicic, the speaker, the author, blah, 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 blah. 95% will be about who he was. And who I am was how I lived. And how I lived was because I knew the 3 things. Who I was, why I'm here, and where I'm going when I'm not here. Do you think that an orphan is less valuable than me? Do you think that I'm less valuable than you? Then know that you're not less valuable than me. And the guy who inspired me to be a speaker, remember my friend at school? He was 55 years old. And do you know what he did as a job? He was my school's janitor. And every afternoon at school, I would wait for 1 hour for my taxi to come and pick me up. And in that 1 hour, that janitor never knew that I would travel 43 countries up to 18 times, and see millions of people changed forever because of a janitor. I love you. Dream big. Never give up. No one has perfect parents. Do you understand me? No one has perfect parents. No one can reach, as Dr. Edson told me last night, no one can reach perfection. But we must try. If your parents were here today, you know what I'll tell your father? Maybe you have a father who works a lot, so then he can have money to send you to the best college. You know what I'll tell your parents? That more than an excellent college, they need an excellent father. Maybe your father hasn't been the excellent father you wish he was. But you don't know how many lives he is touching through his job. Or your mom. This is a business of helping people, and they haven't asked me to say that, but I'm telling you something here right now. If you see something that your parents did wrong, then now you know better for your own kids. And you can be the next generation who gets just that step closer to perfection. Maybe you can make sure that more than an excellent college, your kids get an excellent parenting. So many people got depressed all around the world with the global economic crisis. They lost their jobs. But family is everything. I asked Mr. Edson last night, how do you do it? How does he do it? He does all that he does, but still makes time for his wife and his children. How do you do it? Because I don't ever want my job to take a bigger priority than my wife. Have your priorities right. So, number one, be thankful. And that's where it all begins. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you for having me. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation. I hope that I've inspired you with more value. But for you to remember my smile. If you remember my smile, you will remember this entire message. I love you all. I want to thank you, Amil, so much, the whole company, all the staff, the brokers, the team. Thank you, Dr. Edson, again. And my book is written in Portuguese. You can get it in any bookstore if you don't have it here. Here it is. Uma vida sem limite. No, that's how do you say life without limits?
Sem limites.
Sem limites. Yeah. So uma vida sem limites. Yeah. And that's in any bookstore. So my whole story is there. Some photos are there. But thank you again, Brazil. I love you. Sao Paulo. God bless you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Muito obrigado. Thank you very much for everything. You are the best example in the world. Mas muito obrigado de coração. Tenho certeza que você deve ter inspirado muitas pessoas. Que você realmente serve de exemplo em todos os aspectos. Bem, por favor.